I also had chocolate today, so it's fair.
All right. Well, give an even warmer welcome to our first comedian of the evening, Eliz Howard. I got you this. Yes. And I got you this too. See, it really wasn't me. Justin's actually upset about the tacos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Eliz Howard!
Thank you. Thanks, guys. So I just had my 10th wedding anniversary last week.
Woo!
Thank you. Today marks 3,659 days since my husband got his last blowjob.
It's true.
Keeping up with the intimacy is hard. We have 4 kids now. Most nights I tell my husband, if I fall asleep, you have my consent to continue. And even that gives him a boner. I'm just so grateful that after 10 years I can still turn him on so easily. And I admire his spirit, you know? His confidence that it's going in. Other nights, we hear our 5-year-old get out of bed, and it's like a race to see if one of us can come before she opens our door. It's always him. But one time, it was me, and it was glorious. I didn't have to wipe anything, dab anything. I just rolled over and went to sleep. And it got me thinking, you know, we figured out how to stop ovulation over 70 years ago, but we still don't know how to let a man have an orgasm without actually ejaculating. Guy, I would have a lot more sex if there were a pill for cumless cum. And hopefully that will be available by the time my 7 and 9-year-old boys start masturbating, because it. And then there's my 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, who's still nursing for funsies. And since my other kids weaned at a reasonable age, I had no idea how entertaining it would be to breastfeed a talking baby. You know, she can ask for it, but most times she doesn't even ask. She just whips the boob right out. And she gets mad if I try to prop it up, you know? She tells me, I can do it, myself. Other times she takes my boob out and doesn't even nurse. She just stares up at me like, I own you. And she does. She talks to me like a creepy John. Let me do it. This one, take out your bun. She's not always that weird about it. I just think she's gotten to this point where she's really comfortable. You know, she's kind of like on the one, like, you know, she's just holding a conversation. And then she's hanging on to the idle nipple like a subway strap. And in no small part because of that child, we decided to stop procreating. So I made an appointment with the gyno for a birth control consult. And he said to me, for now, I assume you're using condoms to waterproof my phone or smuggle drugs. What self-respecting monogamous adult uses condoms? And what about a married middle-aged woman with 4 kids? Made him think, I bet she's a condoms girl. So I'm thinking, what an idiot for asking me this. But what do I say? Yes. Yes, grown up, I am using condoms. I keep forgetting that I'm actually a grown up too. I'm not even a millennial. I'm that grown up. And maybe like part of this is that like anytime I hear the word self-care, I just want to punch someone in the face. What does that even mean? Based on contest clues, it's not referring to douching or feminine odor spray. I'm not gonna practice self-care, okay? I'm just gonna go get a fucking pedicure. I just object to the idea that I have to add something to my to-do list to combat the feelings of my drab human existence. You're feeling shitty and overwhelmed like everyone else? Yeah, sneak a few shots and a cigarette and get back to work, Gary. Problem solved. You know, no matter who you are or your lot in life, I think that COVID and the initial lockdown and now 2 years later, like, everyone has a new asshole. But weirdly, I was getting kind of nostalgic for the first part of lockdown recently. And then my family promptly came down with COVID, so I guess I deserve that. You know, and then I remember too, like, you know how some people, they made sourdough bread or started a gratitude practice during lockdown? Well, I started beginning and ending each day by saying, ah, fuck. But anyway, I was cleaning out my fridge and I came across all these homemade goodies like caramel and peanut butter ice cream topping and hot sauce. And I thought, oh, what a good little quarantiner I was. And wow, that was over 2 full years ago. And all those goodies are now one with their ball jar. I couldn't even pop the lids off. Is this trash or recycling? So anyway, we had COVID, and you know, being in close quarters with my family again also reminded me that you know, everything fun in my life since 4 kids is over. But I like traveling. I look forward to trips. My latest fantasy is a trip to Costco. No kids. I'll just wander those aisles for some new earrings. I don't know, I am overdue for an eye exam. Walk out of there with 6 months worth of rib roast and 9 pounds of jelly beans. That's it. That's all I need for a vacation, is to not be with my kids for 2 hours. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids, of course. I'm not ambivalent about my decision to have children. I am ambivalent about my feelings for them now that they exist and piss me off on a daily basis. I spend my days cleaning up after them like a Roomba, and then at bedtime slipping them melatonin gummies like they're psychedelic mushrooms. Come here, kids, we're taking a trip. I'm Liz Howard, thank you, you've been great.